and just soak it all in, how good life really is, the views, everything else like that, because yeah, no 2 days are the same, and I love a good sunset. You are now watching the 2025 season of Farming with Duffy Ag. Welcome back to the channel. So we got a few housekeeping items. We are all caught up on merch, so everything should be out to you guys. Had some struggles with the previous merch. I sent some wrong orders to some wrong people. People sent them back, stuff like that. I don't know. It's a lot going on. Next time we do it, I got to be more organized. We do have some ideas in the works as far as a summer shirt with the Kenworth and some other things. So we'll see if we keep it moving. But big shout out to the footlong farmer, Dalton Johnson. We went to college together. Sent me a hat. I got a hat, some stickers headed back his way. So go check him out on YouTube. Western New York, very sharp operation. Some really nice equipment, and shows you the ins and outs of the dairy farming side of it. So check him out. I'll put his tag down below in this video. Next housekeeping item, May 18th. It's this Sunday coming up. McFadden's Plow Day in Sharon Springs. I will drop an address down below. It's right outside of town, but everybody who's been here before to the Plow Day, same location. He's got some more big tractors. We got ourselves. We might have the 46 over there on some discs. Haven't really decided, but hopefully we have a gorgeous day for it. It's later this year because it was Mother's Day last weekend. And yeah, Yanko's excited about it. He'll be there. Zena will be there. We'll be partying it up. So hope to see you all there. Very excited. We got to pick up Colburn, so we got to do a few things. We got some lights on the trailer that we got to fix. We got one marker light on the side and the backs. We got stuff coming, so that's gonna get done up. We got to pick up tractors by the end of the week, and it should be an all-around good weekend. So hope to see you guys there. Plow Day 2025, located right in Sharon Springs. So we'll see you guys there. I'm gonna go drop this merch off, and we'll be caught up on that, and we'll get into our day. Right here is where Plow Day goes on, so you recognize the road. There's some wet spots out there, but we'll make it work, I think. We'll see how much rain we get this week. People are mowing hay. We might have to drive silage truck tomorrow. Manures should be go at some point. It's quite a year. We might see if we can give this ground a go as far as chisel plowing it. Get something done this week. It's so weird that honestly we feel way behind, because we are way behind in the Northeast, but at the end of the day, everybody, like Mother Nature's not playing well with us this year. So with this wind and gorgeous sun, everybody is out mowing hay. As far as for silage, dry hay, we're not ready for that. We are going to do some dry hay, and then we are going to plow quite a bit of our hay ground around here, and it's going to go into corn, since the dry hay market is absolutely junk in the Northeast. There's a lot of people with hay sitting around still, so I take it this afternoon. Once I get this done, and I got to feed the cows, and we'll take the blade off, and we'll probably get going on chisel plowing. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Well, we got a lot of trash to throw away and some organization to do, but not when the weather's this nice. So there's the junk valve we took out. Put that in one of these boxes, clean the floors, put tools away. But Landall is almost 100%. We got some things to do, such as new turn signal marker lights. Got LED for both sides. We're slowly going to make that whole trailer LED, make it look a little better. The whole reason was one of them was burnt out anyway, so we were going to have to change a bulb. Bulb was probably, what, a couple bucks. These were 17. I figured might as well change them right over. Never have to worry about them again. So this grommet was already all ripped, deformed. It was sitting in, and as we see right here, we got some corrosion already started on a connector there. So got a new connector, new grommet, new light. Yep. So we'll just splice into the existing wire, do some heat shrink connectors. And then that will be done. We still have 2 lights on the back that are supposed to show up sometime this week. Marker lights that were bad. Well, white goes to white, red goes to red, and black goes to black. Pretty easy, right? Unless you're colorblind. Never really thought about that. Bam! Out with the old. And outdated and tired and burnt out. Oh, can you not even... Oh no, you can't change these light bulbs. You can buy a whole fixture. So, that made sense. Upgrading. Oh, big upgrades. Look at that. That'll be good. Yeah. Next, at some point, we'll switch these lights out, and I would like to put more lights down through it. Have the trailer look a lot sharper, since it has been treating me well. And I know lights don't make us money at the end of the day, but taking pride in what you have is a good feeling. So, like, we labeled it up, lettered it up, and I'm very happy with it. I did forget about the headlight. So we got the new connector in there, but what we're also missing on this is we lost one of the adjustment screws previously, so it was just hanging in there. So I'm gonna either make or get one, find one, can get them still. And then we're also missing one of these screws that holds the assembly on. So when we go to town this afternoon, I'm honestly waiting on UPS. I don't know what's coming, but it says it needs a signature, so I'm waiting. They said between 10 and 12, and then we can run around and do a lot more stuff. But I figured I'll hold on to those, and we'll get those when we're in town, because we got to get some other stuff. Okay, UPS just left. I was sitting here, I'm like, why do I have to sign for this package? Couldn't figure out what it was. Name didn't look right. Well, I bought a rain gauge, that John Deere rain gauge, offline because our old one cracked in the winter. We really need a rain gauge, but he gave them treats. Fuel guy's still sitting at the end of the driveway. So we got 1,000 gallons worth of fuel, so we'll be good for a couple days of running, hopefully most of the spring. So big tank is filled. I believe the tractor's about filled. 27's halfway filled, and 4640's halfway filled, so we'll be in a good spot. But yeah, John Deere rain gauge. And I was sitting here waiting because it said UPS was coming, so I did up the other garden, the other raised bed. I don't know what I'm going to plant in it yet. Okay, I planted some more stuff in the garden. I'm just messing around a little bit. We're waiting on some stuff. We got some stuff behind the works that we're working on, right, Zena? Got the truck all back together, headlight, right screws. We're gonna get the 7520 all geared up and go see if we can chisel plow some ground. We'll leave the home farm and go to some drier soil. Okay, we're just gonna drop the blade in the driveway here. We'll pick it up at the 27, get it out of the way. Got the 1 pin out. Got pin 2 out. And then if we back up and wiggle waggle, it will sit right there. And then we won't be a bulldozer mode any longer. A friend did point out that this one throws it into this one and that one throws it back, so it might have some ridging. So we might want to switch these. Yeah, I want to see if this works or if I'm going to end up taking the wings off, the extensions off. But checked over everything. Need a little bit of engine oil cleaned. Well, a little bit of engine oil, a little bit of transmission oil, hydraulic oil, and we're fueling up almost full. And I cleaned the lift pump screen because that's where we have issues. Since these tanks, something happened, and yeah, the last few years we battled sediment and stuff like that, so that gets plugged up. It had a little bit, not bad, so if you clean it out every day, you have no issues, but it will shut the tractor down. So, and if you remember, we need full fuel tanks because I believe one of the draw tubes still has an issue to it, sucking air or whatnot. Someday we might switch to the other tanks that I got, but we have a whole set of spare tanks for the 7520. But otherwise we should be good to go and see how this works. Lighter ground. Home farm still has, I wouldn't even try it yet. We got wet spots. We really got to get the alternator fixed. It's not the belt, it's the actual alternator, but this is pretty wide. I will say that. 16.5 foot. But we are headed to drier ground. Maybe if this weather keeps up for a few days, we'll be able to get everything worked up, put us in a good spot. But we're gonna go up to the farm north of us. Well, we are over here. I think this ground's gonna do a whole lot better with these chisel plows. I think these chisel plows are gonna do good for this ground. So we'll get after it. something. So is it going to be wet from here the next pass down? Yep, yep. Something's got to run underneath the ground right there. Hopefully the whole bottom of this field's not that way. That's odd. It was never wet last year or the year before, granted. Well, last year, I didn't run this the year before. Let's see how my GPS works. So I've been splitting rows. Put a new pass. I think I'm gonna have some misstrips. Yep, they're not wide enough. Dang it. Overall, this ground's ready to go. The spots that are wet are still pretty wet. So we'll see what Mother Nature does this week, but running pretty good. So honestly, today's been very, very good. I'm looking at a gorgeous sunset. You guys will see it in 2 minutes. Chisel plows are doing its thing. We got some wet spots. This ground needed to be chisel plowed. Disc it, probably roll it, plant into it, roll it again. There's some people that say you don't need to roll it, there's that. It depends on your soil, rocks, things like that. Soybeans like harder soil. That 30-foot head we have, when we pick up a rock, it's not going to be a good thing. But honestly, today's been very, very nice. The past almost year has been a struggle in many different ways. There's a lot of off-camera stuff that goes on. So being able to sit behind and just relax and honestly just plow ground is very good for the mind and the soul. Getting to the end of the corner here. I'll show you next pass how wet it is. Just lift right up. Yeah, there's things in my personal life that are a struggle, and farming is already a struggle. So having days when things just go right and just enjoying the beauty of it and enjoying all the support from you guys, it goes a long way. I'm looking forward to this year. I know I'm going to have a lot of struggles, some unknown, some knowing. The market, crops, the weather, everything off camera, everything on camera, this stuff takes quite a bit, and it takes quite a bit out of me. So to be able to be here and look back and say this is my 3rd season farming for myself and we're still moving, I'm very, gotta pat myself on the back, I would say. I couldn't do it without you guys and all the support I do have. I got a lot of good people in my life, but I'm looking forward to 2025. I have a hell of a woman in my life. People have asked where she is. She's working. She was clipping cows the other day. Real big support. We will see her more in the crop season. Granted, she's coming back from work. It's 7:30 almost, and she's gonna come pick me up. So yeah, it's been a day, but very satisfied with these chisel plows. On ground that we rotary mowed right after and got done and everything was good. I'm happy with what we changed. 7520 could use a little more weight, use tires, things like that, but at the end of the day, when I get done, I'll probably have 30-something acres done for this afternoon. We started late, I had things to do, and got the house looking better, got the Kenworth good, got fuel. It's going to be a battle this spring, so I appreciate you guys liking, subscribing, being part of the channel, because it does keep everything going, and the motivation from you guys and the support goes a long, long way. I do put my whole life out here, and yeah, I appreciate it. I've met some great people because of what goes on here. Hopefully I get this field finished up before she gets here. I told her I'd take her out for an ice cream date, so she deserves it. She's my queen. Alrighty, I'll show you a little more of the action. So you might see right here, there's standing water. So we picked up and went through it, but picked up. So there's a spring that's down into here, like you see all pick up, and it just makes it soaked, absolutely soaked. So all of this little corner here is wet, but then we get good parts. Like right now, I don't want to leave it because I know I'm not going to remember to come back. But as you see, water, just no water here, but water there. Yeah, just how the ground works. And we got a lot of deer. A lot of deer. A lot. Landowners' cows are out grazing, looking good. We're spinning a little bit coming up the hill here. I know if we had bought new tires at $10.50 a piece, we would have probably been in a better spot. So we'll just keep chugging along. Sometimes you gotta get out and just soak it all in, how good life really is, the views, everything else like that, because yeah, no 2 days are the same, and I love a good sunset. Deer moving. I think we'll be able to get this field done. This is about 30, I think that's 20. And then we got another 70 or so to go over on this farm. So working really, really well, honestly. Mowing corn stalks made a big difference. Like big difference. As you see, I'm glad I did it. Well, I'll fill this gap in. So I'm splitting and then working my way around and around. And then once I fill it in, then I split it again and move over. So we're getting on short rows. We got dinner here now. Dinner has arrived. Okay, we're on date night. Got a pizza burger, mini tacos, chicken fingers, some lemonade. Good sunset. L-I-V-I-N. Living. Okay, tomorrow's another day. We're gonna send it home. It's just after 9, and we'll get after it tomorrow. Appreciate you guys watching along. Like and subscribe and being part of the channel, and see you on the next one.